right now we're going to have a conversation with, he's no stranger to this particular set, always helping us with, stuff when it comes to IT and all of that. So today we're going to have a conversation about mobile money fraud, Momo fraud, Momo. A lot of people have fallen victim to some of these things. I haven't, fortunately, but it's something that we all need to guard ourselves against. And so you can send me your messages on 0553 000035. If you've got any questions about how you can safeguard your mobile money, your money on your phone, you can send that in. DK Cyber is my guest this morning. DK.
Bro.
Say. Unfortunately, I'm a Madrid fan. We'll go on like that.
We're going to Saudi very soon, don't worry.
Hope everything is okay.
Great, fantastic.
Great. But I guess what will not be okay is that when you hear people say that they've been defrauded through mobile money. I mean, the other time I asked you, when last anybody had mentioned to you that, they had fallen victim to one of these loan scams?
Yeah.
When was the last time anybody mentioned mobile money fraud to you?
Oh, for quite recently, people are, the attacks are still going on, but it's just some handful of people who are still falling victim. Okay. And I believe that maybe probably the education is still up there. So what we need to know is they always change their attack method. Okay. Right? If not to change it, they kind of advance it.
They change the formation?
Yes, they change. So if they are 4-4-3, now they do something like 5-4-1. So that the defense will be strong. Right? So you need to be still alert or on guard as we talk about these Momo stuffs, right? So recently, one of their ways of defrauding people, I think there are two. Basically, we have the orthodox one. That is someone calling you to tell you that he has mistakenly sent you money or something. Then you help the person up. Now, the recent ones that has been there, but they are kind of still doing it, happens to be, you'll be there and probably someone calls you to tell you that, you want to speak to the agent or an agent maybe at your place, or maybe he's doing a transaction and he has some issues, so you want to speak to an agent. Right, so they will instruct you to send the phone to the agent or take the phone to the agent. So when you fall for that and you send the phone to the agent, what happened then is they will tell the agent that, you are their brother or their cousin, if you're a lady, their sister, and they are trying to, you want to send money to them. So the agent should do the transfer and you will give them the cash. Right, so they call you, tell you that, they want to speak to the agent, they did some transactions in front or around your place. Normally they gather information about you because before they call you, they know what they are about to do. Okay. So they call you, don't you have the agent around you? So the moment they were able to convince you to send the phone to the agent, what they tell the agent is, that the person standing there is a brother or a sister and he has the cash. So he's doing a transfer, right, to you. So what do you have to do is just do the transfer and he will give you the cash or she will give you the cash. So that's the way. That's another way. The next way is also you'll be there and they'll send you a message through the same attack but in different variant. You'll be there and they'll send you a message and the message says that they have blocked your account. Okay. They have blocked the account because of maybe someone has mistakenly sent you money and they are calling or they are texting from the office, perpetuating that they are calling from the office. So they've blocked your account. So if they block the account, then they need to reactivate it for you. So in that activation process, you get a call claiming to come from the office of where if it's MTN or Airtel to go Vodafone, claiming to come from such places. Then they'll try to tell you they are going to assist you to unblock yourself. So in the assistance to unblock yourself, that's where they're able to, find a way to defraud you, So that is another way they are doing it. The next way is also happens to be, you'll be there. Maybe you go to your favorite vendor or merchant person who does those Momo transfer or Momo, their work, their daily works. And when you get there, you try to send money to someone or you try to even deposit into your wallet. You'll be there and you receive another call. And this call will perpetrate or would pretend to be coming from the person you sent or the vendor. Okay. Now, the vendor calls you and tells you that, you came to send money, maybe 100 cedis or 50 cedis, but he mistakenly sent it as credit. So assist him to change it to what? To Momo. To Momo for you. So then again, what happened within that process is sometimes the vendors, either they have been compromised. Okay. Or they are aiding the people to do that. So because if maybe you send it at maybe, let's say La Paz, you have a call from the person claiming that, I did a transfer for you. and I made a mistake. Instead of Momo, I send as credit. So if you are not also careful to go and check, he will try to aid the person to send back the credit, then he will send back to you as money.
Okay.
So that is a way that they are also using, adding up to their favorite ways. Talking about the smishing, their messages telling you that they have made the wrong transactions and all those stuff. So these are some of the new ones that I think that people should be careful of, or we should be alert on that.
Okay, so what are the red flags that you know that these are fraudsters? They are not from your service provider. And I mean, I know that generally there's one particular service provider that a lot of people are able to use that means. But for all of us, what are the red flags that when you see them, you should know that no, this is not from my service provider?
All right, so sometimes for me, sometimes even through their communication, the way they talk to you, right? If it's an SMS that comes to you, you inspect the message, you see that there are grammatic errors. The message is full of mistake. And those messages are not kind of mistake to them, but they just want to know who you are. If you pay much attention to detail, then they know that, oh, just from the answer, they are not able to get you. But if you even go ahead, you just forgo those grammatic errors, and you still, interact with them, then they know that you are somebody they can easily get.
They can get you.
Right, so yes, if it's an messages that get to you, you should check the messages, the grammatic errors or some few errors. Normally, they mistakenly or they intentionally do some few errors in there, right? So that is the first one. And the second one is if it's by call, and the person calls you to tell that he has done wrong transactions or anything. And sometimes the way they talk to you, they are in hurry. Because it's all about they want the money, right? They want the money. So you would just have to be careful. And normally when it happens that way, you just have to go to your wallet, There is this misconception around that when those things happen and you just go into your wallet, they will deduct your money from it. It's neither here or there.
Okay.
Because see, you have a database, and on the database, PIN is being the password, being safeguarding it or protecting it, right? So if the person sends you a fake SMS and tells you that, oh, I've done a wrong transaction or something, and they are telling you, or that misconception is that, or when that thing happened in the scene, and I should enter my PIN to check my wallet, they will take the money from it. It's never that. If it's so, then just having your number, your telephone number, they should be able to take your money from your account. Are you with me?
Okay.
So what happened is, when that thing happened, don't worry. Just the whole thing is, don't follow their initiatives. Don't follow what they tell you to do. That one, you don't need to follow it.
Yeah.
But when they call you and tell that they've sent you a money or they've made wrong transactions, just drop the call and tell them, oh, please, I'm busy, I'll call you back. And go and check your wallet. If you check your balance, don't check the message that gets to you. They have sent you mobile money 50 cents. Don't check that message. Go into your mobile money wallet.
The wallet
and check
and
the
go check
balance.
it. Yeah.
Right. Check the balance.
I think, as you mentioned, sometimes when you intrude, they also someone then they are able to understand your psychology, or they are able to read you and then get into your mind, and you follow through and you get there. The other thing about the red flags, I guess, would also be the way they will be speaking.
Yes, that's communication. Yeah, the way they talk to you. So, if you just deduce, you see that they are in hurry. There's this one scene that I witnessed that they call you to tell you that, oh, you know what, they've made a wrong transaction, so they've blocked your account, right? Then you'll be there and you receive a call. You receive a call from someone, and the person will be speaking to you very harshly, insulting you, using all sorts of abusive words against you, telling you that why do you call the office for them to block your line? Then after that call, another call comes in, and the person tried to tell you that he's speaking from the office, either MTN, Vodafone, or Tigo, right? He tells that, oh, he's speaking from the office, so he's assisting you to unblock it, right? Because you've blocked the person or something. So they are just assisting you. In his communication, you see that, no, this is not one of them. If you've called any of those service providers before, you know how their customer representative, how they speak.
Yeah.
They speak very good because they are trained.
Because they are trained. Yeah. So,
right. So someone call you, hello, yes, sir. Please, I'm calling from. Just all those things, you should know that they are fraudsters.
Yeah. How about changing? Is it Okay, I haven't checked it out, but there are possibilities of changing your Momo pin.
Yeah, so it's a good practice for us to do.
Okay.
In as much as we advertise or we tell people to change their password, that's the same way your PIN. Don't let your PIN be too old. At least periodically, maybe 3 months, 4, 5 months, depending on your own interval, you just change the PIN, right? And normally when you are using the PIN, you see some of you guys use either your telephone number, the 4 digits, the last 4 numbers, you know, or
it's so predictable.
Yes, or even their date of birth. Most people, their date of birth, 1991, 1998. So if the person should just go on social media to see your age, recently you celebrated your birthday at 40. Okay, then likely one of the possible pin for you should be maybe 19 going back to 40 years, right?
Okay.
Then they might think of guessing that, right? So we should also learn how to set the pin. We should stop using those age and those things. Even if it's your telephone number you are using, you can use in between, right? So if maybe after the 055 something and that 4 or maybe 22 like that, don't use that the last one or the beginning one.
Or
It's
the beginning
easy for
one.
them
It's
to
easy
guess
for
it.
them to
Yeah,
get
so pin changing is very particular. And also to our dear mothers, our parents, please, what we have also realized is that normally those are mothers. Sometimes they send people, or when they go to the vendors, they give them the phone
for them
to help them withdraw their money. It's a bad practice, and whatever you do, myself, I'm let me say a victim. That's my mom. I sent her money, and when I sent her money, normally I just call her mom. My son is cow. So when I sent her the money, she just go. I didn't know that was what she was doing. She just go to the vendor and say, "Oh, me bana send me Miska mame." Because I didn't tell her how much I have sent to her, she just. So the last time it was an amount of almost around a huge amount, like 1,500, and the lady was withdraw like 1,200 for her. So like I called her and I told her, "Mom, me send you say," "Oh no, me feel no more. The person gave me 1,200." And I said like, "No, I sent you this amount." So he went there and said, "Oh, I made a mistake and sorry." Then the lady gave her the 300. So I'm just thinking, for how long?
True.
So the education or what I had from that is, when I'm sending you money, I tell you the amount of money I'm sending
that
to
you're
you
sending.
and the amount of money you take from her.
Okay.
And I went there to show her how she
can do that.
So it's also advice for us to show our parents how they can do the transaction. It's just simple process for them to
do. It looks like a lot of times.
Don't give their phone to the vendors to do it for you. Some of them are bad guys, you know.
Yeah.
And also, mostly, please, they are pins. Sometimes they themselves don't know the pin.
They don't know.
It's
so
the vendor that knows.
True, the vendor knows the pin, and they can always do anything with it. DK, thank you for coming this morning. Thank you for the education as always. So please make sure that you do not fall victim to any mobile money fraud. Charlie, money is difficult to come by lately. So if your hard-earned money, someone just takes it away like that, it's going to be a difficult situation for you. So that was DK Cyber bringing us some education on mobile money fraud.